So recently, I wanted to try and beat my highest round on Black Ops 1, which is 116 on Ascension from nearly 2 years ago. And in these last 2 years, I've played more zombies than I ever had in my entire life before this. So surely I've improved at the game and I can beat that round 116 from nearly 2 years ago. So let's get into the game. So this is going to sound a bit weird to most people, but I start every game of Ascension off by buying Quick Revive and then killing myself with a grenade, getting points, buying it again, and then dying again. Simply because I just want to remove Quick Revive from the map so that monkeys can't take it ever, and I'm very confident on this map that I won't need any more than one Quick Revive anyway. And then after that, I open the door out of spawn and turn the power on, and buy PhD Flopper, which is the only perk that I'll be buying, because I'll be getting the other 4 perks from the monkeys. Because I only open to power and no other doors, the only perks that are accessible are PhD, and Quick Revive is removed from the map. So I'll just sit at this lunar lander, and I'll just PhD flop onto every monkey that spawns in until I have every single perk, and then I'll open the rest of the map and start actually playing the game normally. And since I have power open, I started hitting the box on round 12 for better guns since I still didn't have jug and I just wanted better stuff, and I got really lucky getting the thunder gun really early, which will just make these rounds way easier and way faster. And then at round 15, after flopping onto all the monkeys as usual, I got jug, so now all I need is speed cola and then I can start opening Pack-a-Punch and just playing the game. But my good luck this game didn't stop, and the box actually moved right to the lunar lander, the only other spot that I have opened, and I got Gersh devices, which are super helpful since they can kill on literally any round, and they actually give power-ups, which the thunder gun does not. And keeping on with the good luck, on round 19 I got the ray gun, so now I have all the stuff I need from the box, and I just need to get speed cola from monkeys, and open Pack-a-Punch to get Mustang and Sally's. And round 20 is the last monkey round that I needed, so I kill them, get speed cola, and then I start using all the lunar landers to activate Pack-a-Punch. And once PAP is opened, I immediately get Mustang and Sally's, but I don't Pack-a-Punch the thunder gun or the ray gun yet because I just want to maximize their ammo as much as possible and not Pack-a-Punch until I actually need to. And for these early rounds, I just train in the spawn room because it's a pretty big area, it's not super slow, and I just basically spam the thunder gun and ray gun since ammo isn't an issue this early into the game. And for anyone wondering how I can protect all the perks for monkeys, I just run over to Mule Kick and Speed Cola first, make sure none of them get over there, and then I activate the trap right next to them, go to the middle of the map to see what other perk they're taking, and stop them. It's pretty easy for the most part, but occasionally a monkey could slip by and things can go wrong and you'll lose a perk, but it's not usually a huge deal because you don't actually need all 6 perks, like they're not all necessary, but it's just nice to have them all. And on round 33 that happened because I got distracted by a monkey that had gotten through to Mule Kick, and it allowed another one to get the stamina up, and it was really far away, so I wasn't actually able to get over there. But it's actually not a huge problem at all because stamina up is kind of just the least helpful of all the perks. It's not bad, it's just the least helpful. But it's also the easiest to get back since it's pretty easy to protect PhD, Speed Cola, and Mule Kick since they're closer to each other and stamina up is just really far away. Also, just going to throw this in the video to remind anyone who forgot how absolutely dog shit the BO1 Death Machine is. It is only round 35 and the thing is already taking forever to kill. On the next monkey round, a monkey got past me and jumped onto PhD, so I wasn't able to get stamina back this round, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter too much. But finally, at round 42, I was able to recover stamina up and be back to 6 perks again. And for normal zombie rounds, I was still just training at spawn, but now I was actually training up full hordes with the thunder gun instead of just kind of spamming it. And on round 45, I finally ran out of thunder gun ammo and needed to go Pack-a-Punch it, so I just ran there mid-round, Pack-a-Punched it, then ran back to spawn and just kept playing like normal. After about an hour and a half of playing, I hit round 50, which ended up being a monkey round, and I protected all the perks fine and got through it, and now it was time to start the actual high round strategy. And the training strat for high rounds on this map is extremely easy. You literally just start right here in Pack-a-Punch, and then once a zombie starts spawning, you walk a little like circle around this big area, get the horde together, thunder gun them, and just repeat that. It's really easy. And once I get down to 4 shots left in the thunder gun, I use the Gershes to kill the hordes to try and get a max ammo, or at least an insta-kill or a nuke to kill more zombies to hopefully get a max ammo. And my third Gersh ended up giving me an insta-kill, and I used Mustang and Sally to get as many kills as possible, but I didn't get any other drops from the insta-kill. And since I didn't get a max ammo from the Gershes, I ran all the way back to spawn and used my ray gun and all the claymores I had been stacking up against the wall to kill the zombies to get a max ammo, and I actually ended up getting one pretty quickly. But once again at round 58, I ran out of ammo, so I headed back to spawn to spam claymores and ray gun once again, and was given a max ammo, then headed back to Pack-a-Punch area to just use the thunder gun again. And 59 was a monkey round where I protected my perks pretty easily and ended the round hitting round 60 in about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Then on 66, I ran entirely out of ammo again, and once again got no max ammo from Gersh's and decided it was finally time to do my first Thundergun trade. For anyone unfamiliar with what a trade is, it's basically just trading the Thundergun in for a wall weapon, then hitting the box over and over for a new one, and it's what I'll be doing pretty much the entire game from now on anytime I run out of ammo and I can't get a max from Gersh's. So for a while, I'm just running around the box hitting for a new Thundergun, and when the box left the sickle area, a respawning zombie nearly caught me in this doorway, which could have easily gotten me killed. But finally, after 14 minutes of box hitting, I got the Thundergun back, and surprisingly during that entire trade, I never got the crossbow, which sucks because once you Pack-a-Punch it, the bullets on it have a monkey bomb effect, which is really helpful for when you're trading because it gives you some sort of safety. And round 67 was monkeys, and the fire trap ended up getting the final kill on them for me, and I got through that one without losing any perks once again. And I'm just going to show the training strategy once again just to show how easy it is. You literally just walk a circle right in front of Pack-a-Punch, then shoot and repeat. It's really easy and fast as well. I'm pretty sure you kill like a horde every 20-ish seconds, so it's pretty fast and really easy. On round 69, I got down to just 4 bullets, and I accidentally traded my Gersh's in for the dolls during that trade earlier, so I have to use them this time, and a lot of people don't know this, but these things are actually really powerful, and can kill a horde until like round 70, and I was able to get a max ammo from the very first doll that I used, so that was super nice. But at round 70, I ran out of ammo once again and got nothing from the dolls, so it was time for the second trade of the game. And the box went to the spot that I hate the most, which is Power Room, because I've died here many times, and I still don't have the crossbow for safety, but luckily the game decided to just be really nice to me and give the Thundergun first box hit in the Power Room. And 72 is another monkey round where I protected all perks very easily, and to be honest, I feel like the monkeys are kind of overrated in terms of the difficulty. Only 6 monkeys spawn in, and they only target 2 perks. Like, it's really not that hard to protect your stuff, especially if you only have 4. On round 75, it was once again time to trade since I ran completely out of Thundergun ammo again, and I have 1 doll, but that's not even enough to kill a horde because it actually takes 2 to kill a horde now. And that unfortunately means hitting box mid-round at power with still no crossbow for safety, and as you might have predicted, things go horribly wrong pretty quick, but luckily I was able to get up and escape using Gersh device that I had just gotten from the box, and then this is where I make a decision that a lot of people are probably going to disagree with. So after going down, I decided to buy PhD, Mule Kick, Speed Cola, and Stamina Up. Now, hear me out, before you call me an idiot for not getting Jug, my thought process was, since I hadn't opened the doors to Jug the entire game, and Quick Revive was gone, I could play this round, and if I got lucky and got a 4-round cycle for monkeys, the monkeys would be next round, and I could just protect my 4 perks and get Jug back without having to open the door, which means it can never get taken the whole game. However, that means I'll have to complete this trade on round 75 with no Jug, and I'll have no Quick Revive for the rest of the game, and I'm still 41 rounds off of my PB, so there's definitely room for error. And doing this trade with no Jug created some absolutely terrifying moments where even while editing this, I'm still very surprised that I was able to survive. And with just my luck, like 5 box hits after taking that down, I got the crossbow finally, which probably could have saved me from going down in the first place. And I obviously decided to Pack-Punch the crossbow since it would be great to at least have some safety when I have to play without Jug for a bit, but while Pack-Punching the crossbow, it nearly actually got me killed, but I shot it and got past the horde and was able to get out of there. And after a while of hitting the box, it decided to go back to the power room, which is just so great considering about 5 seconds after I even got into the room, I almost died. And then finally, after all that, the box gave me the Thundergun, so I thankfully don't need to hit the box more with no Jug. And the training strategy actually wasn't too hard without Jug, and now all I needed to do was hope for the 4-round cycle for monkeys, or else I'd have to play another round without Jug. Unfortunately for me, it wasn't monkeys, so I needed to play 76 without Jug, but this time I had a lot of Thundergun ammo, so I didn't need to trade at all, and the round actually wasn't that hard, so I got through it pretty easily. But even after clutching up 2 no Jug rounds in the 70s, I wasn't able to protect the 4 perks at all because I couldn't jump through the trap once I turned it on. Kind of an oversight, I'm just so used to having Jug that I turned it on and then realized I can't jump through it. So a zombie actually got through and got the speed cola, and everything just went horribly wrong. So I was basically forced to open up Jug and then just let a monkey take speed cola and buy Jug. But even after playing all this game and doing all that stuff, I kind of just made the decision that playing the rest of the game with no quick revive and having Jug open so it could be taken at any time would just make the game way too annoying to keep on going. So I decided to just let the zombies take me, and I would start a new game and just try again and hope for better. On to game 2, where I'm just going to skip over the first 50 rounds because they're basically the exact same as last game. On round 55, I was almost out of thundergun ammo, so I decided to try and kill zombies with the ray gun at Pack-a-Punch, and I nearly died in the process, but was just barely able to escape. And after that, I just went to spawn and used my claymores and ray gun just to get a max ammo. And just a few rounds later, I got low on ammo again, but this time I got lucky and got a max ammo from a Gersh, and I didn't need to use the ray gun at all. And unfortunately, on round 63, I wasn't quite as lucky, with the only drop that I got from Gershes being a fire sale, which is pretty much useless. So I went to spawn to see if the ray gun and claymores would give me max ammo, and after using literally all of my ammo in those, I got a carpenter and a fire sale, so it was time to trade the thundergun. So I traded my thundergun for the M14 and hit the box on the fire sale and spawn, and I got insanely lucky getting the thundergun back in literally one hit, so I was pretty happy about that. And then 65 was a monkey round, and I didn't notice a monkey get over to mule kick, so I had to run over there and save it, but because of that, another monkey was able to take PhD, which sucks since PhD is harder to get back since it's annoying to try and protect stamina up and mule kick and speed cola since stamina up is just so far away. And on round 67, I got down to 4 thundergun shots, so I used all my Gershes, and the very last Gersh gave me an insta-kill, but the only gun I had to use on the insta-kill was the ray gun, and I didn't get any more drops from the insta-kill. So once again, time to do a thundergun trade. And in only a few minutes, I got the thundergun back, which was really nice. And that thundergun was able to get me to round 70, and that was a monkey round where, just as I thought, a monkey got the stamina up, so I wasn't able to get PhD back with this round, and I actually ran out of thundergun ammo on the last monkey, and the trap was recharging for a while, so I tried killing with my regular guns, but I literally used all of my ammo in those, and it was still alive, so I just had to wait for the trap to recharge to even kill it. And I ended up running out of ammo on round 72, but my first Gersh gave me a max ammo, so I got a horde together and threw another Gersh, then grabbed the max, and just kept training. And that second Gersh that I threw gave me a nuke, and when I picked up the nuke, a zombie from it gave me another max ammo, so I just sat by Pack-a-Punch and just tossed all 3 of my new Gershes to just get some extra kills, and then I grabbed the second max ammo. And in round 73, I used all my Gershes, but since I got 2 max ammos earlier, I obviously wasn't going to get one here, and so I used my last thundergun shot, and then it was time to trade once again. And after like 5 minutes of box hitting, I got the thundergun back and ran back to Pack-a-Punch to continue killing. And another thing I always do is I keep an automatic weapon in my mule kick slot, and right after I kill a horde, I'll just shoot the zombies that are in this barrier just to keep my points up, since the thundergun gives like 300 per horde, and I have to hit the box a lot, and also holding a gun means I can't get it from the box, so my odds for the thundergun are slightly increased, and when I'm hitting the box so much, that slight increase actually helps out a lot. Then round 75 is monkeys, and I decided it would be smart to just let them take stamina up, since like I said earlier, it's really hard to get a free perk when I have it since it's so far away. So next monkey round, I'll only need to protect mule kick and speed cola, which is really easy since there's a trap next to them, and I'll just hope the free perk is PhD, and if it's stamina up, then I'll just let them take it again and just repeat that process. Round 77 once again got nothing helpful from Gershes, so it was time for another thundergun trade. And this ended up being the first time I had to use the crossbow to save me during a trade when some of the horde was late getting to me, and I would have been trapped in a corner if I didn't shoot. Also, for anyone who might think, like, why do trades instead of just using the traps? It's because trading for the thundergun is faster than just using the traps, but when I'm running to a new box location whilst trading the thundergun, I will use a trap if I run past it just to get some extra kills. And after a little while of hitting the box, I got the thundergun back, and as usual, just went back to Pack-a-Punch to continue the strat. Then 79 was monkeys, and since the only perks they can take are mule kick and speed cola, I basically just sat at the trap and killed all of them except for the very last one, which I just easily killed with the thundergun, and then got lucky and got PhD back. And at round 81, I used all my Gershes and got a bunch of useless stuff like a fire sale, double points, and a death machine, so I had to do another thundergun trade, and after this, I'm just going to stop showing every single trade, since now is when they start happening fairly often, and a lot of them just aren't really that interesting. But this one ended up being slightly interesting when some zombies bled out at power and then made the horde like kind of stand still for a second and it almost trapped me against the wall, but I was able to jump past them and shoot the bow just in case. Things also got kind of scary when I killed a horde with the trap right before I started hitting the box near the pack-a-punch, and I had to shoot crossbow so I didn't just get trapped in between a bunch of zombies. And then once again at power, where the horde was just too separated, so some of them might have been able to kill me if I didn't shoot the crossbow in time. But then finally, after hitting the box for 18 minutes, I got the thunder gun back, and this was actually the worst trade of the game so far, but I've had much worse in my time playing maps where you do trades, so this wasn't too bad for me. Round 83 was monkeys, and unfortunately I didn't get stamina up because I went up to PhD right as the monkey got onto it, but I killed the rest of them and just got through the round. About an hour later, around 88, I actually was able to protect PhD this time and get stamina up back, so finally I was back to having 6 perks. Then on round 89, I was basically out of thundergun ammo, but my second Gersh gave me a max ammo that I just barely noticed since it spawned almost entirely in the wall. So I threw my last Gersh and picked it up, then used that ammo to finish off round 89 and finally get to the 90s. And on round 90, a Gersh dropped me an insta-kill, and I was using an HK-21 to get as many kills as possible, and then the insta ran out when there were multiple zombies right in front of me, and I don't even know how I was able to get past them so easily. I think some of them like stopped to dodge my shots because some of them do that on Ascension, so I got really lucky there. But I ran out of ammo right after that, so time to trade again, and my first hit is ballistic knife, then the second hit is thundergun. And I gotta say, in terms of trade luck, I think this is my best game of Ascension so far. Even with that 18-minute trade, every other one has been either like less than 5 minutes or slightly over it, so pretty good luck. And then on my next trade, I got the thundergun back in just 3 hits this time. The first hit was the dolls, which I didn't even take, then the foul, and then the thundergun. My luck this game was just really good. Then at round 94, a Gersh dropped an insta-kill, and I had the HK-21 packed because I was using it for points, so I started spraying on insta-kills and got a max ammo and a bunch of extra kills. And then on round 95, when I shot the horde, a single zombie didn't die, so I just spammed him with the HK, and then I pulled out the crossbow because I was getting hit a lot, but I saw a clear path to escape, so I ran, but then got caught on this wall and took my first down of the game. Now, when this first happened, I assumed I got caught on that tiny little light that was on the wall, but looking at this now, I obviously did not, and after looking at more footage, I walk against this wall many times, and this light doesn't even have a hitbox that can stop the player. So I guess I just got caught on an invisible barrier, which is just great. But all the complaining aside, I got up from the down, and I got hit once pretty much immediately, which was really scary. And then I was going to get trapped in a corner, but luckily I still had the crossbow to get me out of there. And the perks I bought back were Mule Kick, Jug, PhD, and Speed Cola, and I was just going to get stamina back from the next monkey round. However, I'm still 20 run rounds away from my PB, and I have no quick revives left, and these rounds are going to start getting pretty long, so things could still go very badly. A while later, I killed the last horde of 95, so I got through it, and I was still pretty confident I would get a new PB, even with no quick revives left. And round 97 was monkeys, and a monkey got past me and jumped onto PhD, so I didn't get stamina back this round, which was kinda unfortunate. And I started round 98 with a full ammo unpacked thundergun, which has 14 shots. And then I packed it mid-round, and that has 28 shots. So a total of 42 shots, which is 42 hordes. And at the end of the round, I was down to just 3. Which means pretty soon an entire unpack-punched and pack-punched thundergun still is not going to end a round, which basically means I'll have to be trading every single round unless I get a lucky max ammo. And luckily for me, my second Gersh did give me a lucky max ammo, but even with that max ammo, I still knew that I wouldn't have enough to get through round 99 and that I would need to trade later. And once I ran out of ammo, I went to go trade my thundergun without using my Gershes, since I actually got all 4 of my drops for this round earlier, but I just didn't show them all because half of them weren't useful. And after hitting the box for 14 minutes, I finally got the thundergun, and then killed the horde up here, which ended up being the last horde of the round. So I hit round 100 in a little over 8 hours. I think this is like my 5th or 6th time getting round 100 on BO1 Ascension, but I still need to lock in because there's still 16 rounds until I beat my PB. And on round 101, I had just killed a horde with the trap during a trade, and I nearly got trapped, but luckily shot the crossbow and was able to get away. And then like a minute later, I got the thundergun back from the box and killed the horde and went back to pack punch to keep killing. And round 102 is monkeys, and I actually protected all of my perks from all of the monkeys and used all my ammo in the process, but then turns out there was still one monkey left and I had no ammo to kill it, so it jumped on the jug and took it, and I just had to buy it back, and I wasn't able to get stamina up this round obviously, so that was pretty annoying. Then on round 104 I ran out of ammo and needed to go trade my thunder gun again as usual. But this trade would go very wrong very fast when I was trying to hit the box again after picking up the dual-wield CZs, and I accidentally opened up this door to jug. And then things would get even worse when I nearly got trapped but just barely got away, and right here I started shaking my mouse around, which is just a habit that I do. Anytime I clutch up, I always do that, but it nearly got me killed right there, so realistically I should probably not do that anymore. And then after escaping all of that stuff and going back into the spawn room, I immediately did it again. But me accidentally opening that door is actually really bad, not just because it almost got me killed, but because now both ways to jug are open, so pretty much every monkey round where the monkeys target jug, they're probably going to get to it because both ways to it are opened. But a little bit later, I got the thunder gun back and went back to pack punch to keep killing. Then on round 105, I ran up to power to hit the box for the thunder gun, and the horde was really spread apart, so when I tried to train them up, I was going to get trapped, but luckily I got a bow shot down right in time after I was one hit away from being red screened. And a while later, while still hitting the box, I had another close call when I got red screened hitting the box, but luckily I got away just in time. And then a bit later, I got the thunder gun back, but it was actually around 106 by the time I got it back because I ended the round with the fire trap earlier. And then round 107 is a monkey round, and I'm actually showing the entire thing sped up just to show that the monkeys literally never jumped on to any of my perks. I protected all of them with no issue, but the last monkey just straight up didn't drop me a perk. So I guess that's just like a glitch or something. I've never seen it happen before, but nonetheless, I still didn't get stamina up back. That time, I don't even know why I didn't get it back, so I don't know. I have no clue why that happened. Next round, when I was down to one bullet, I used a Gersh and it gave me a max ammo and a nuke, which is actually almost perfect luck. And then next round, a Gersh dropped an insta-kill, and I had a packed RPK, so I wanted to spam and get as many kills as possible with it. And when the insta-kill started blinking, I went to the front of this little area so I could make sure that I could get out of here safely, but I didn't realize that I couldn't move forward because of this wall that's right in front of me until it was too late and I was dead. So unfortunately, after all of that, my game ended on round 109, just 7 rounds off of my PB, which really sucks, but I wasn't too mad about it because I made some pretty stupid mistakes in this game, like opening that door during that trade, and right there, getting myself trapped on an insta-kill and not even realizing it until I was pretty much dead. But anyway, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.